Hello and welcome back. We are going to pick up where we left off. This is the third video in a four-part series. We are excited to bring you this four-part series on the vocabulary in part 12 of the N-400. Vocabulary in this section is becoming more important as USCIS officers are increasingly asking for the definitions of the terms on the N-400 and especially in part 12. So looking at question number 30. We are picking up from question number 30, and that would be on page 15 of 20 on the N-400. We have the word drunkard or habitual drunkard. That is someone who frequently drinks too much alcohol and cannot think or act normally. A drunkard. Prostitute. A prostitute is someone who has sex with people to earn money. Prostitute. Smuggled. Smuggled means that you took something illegal across an international border. Example, drugs. Narcotics. Narcotics are any illegal or unlawfully possessed drug, such as heroin or cocaine. Benefit. A benefit is something good that you get. For example, Social Security benefits, food stamps, welfare, a green card. Benefit. Gambled. Gambled means try to win money by playing cards, guessing the result of a race or game, etc. To gamble illegally means to win money and not pay taxes on it. Alimony. Alimony is money that you have to pay regularly to your former husband or wife after a divorce. Misrepresentation. Misrepresentation. An account of something that is not true. It's a lie. So, question number 30. Want to make sure that you highlight these important vocabulary words. Have you ever, remember, in your lifetime, have you ever been a habitual drunkard? Have you ever been a prostitute or procured anyone for prostitution? Have you ever sold or smuggled controlled substances, illegal drugs, or narcotics? Have you ever been married to more than one person at the same time? Have you ever married someone in order to obtain an immigration benefit? Have you ever helped anyone to enter or try to enter the United States illegally? Have you ever gambled illegally or received income from illegal gambling? Have you ever failed to support your dependents or to pay alimony? Have you ever made any misrepresentation to obtain any public benefit in the United States? Okay, we have some good words there. All right, moving on. See if you could find the word fraudulent in number 31. Fraudulent. Dishonest behavior to get something, usually money. Fraudulent. The question that goes along with this is, have you ever given any U.S. government officials any information or documentation that was false, fraudulent, or misleading? Next one, removed, excluded, or deported. That's when a non-citizen is forced to leave the U.S. because the government believes the person should not be in the country, because he or she is in the country illegally or has violated immigration laws. Rescission. When the government cancels someone's lawful permanent resident status. Rescission. So the question is, have you ever been placed in removal, exclusion, rescission, or deportation proceedings? Have you ever? Okay. There's another question that goes along with this. Have you ever been removed, excluded, or deported from the United States. So there is, have you ever been removed, excluded, or deported from the United States? Have you ever been ordered removed, excluded, or deported from the United States? And then, have you ever been placed in removal, exclusion, rescission, or deportation proceedings? Again, another one, number 36, are removal, exclusion, rescission, or deportation proceedings currently pending against you? Okay. Moving on to about the armed forces. So, number 37 through 43 have to do with the armed forces. The first one, number 37, says, have you ever served in the U.S. Armed Forces? So if you said yes there, then some of these vocabulary would be for you, such as court-martialed. Court-martialed means tried in a courtroom for a military crime. Disciplined means to be punished. An honorable discharge. An honorable discharge means that you left the military with a good record. An honorable discharge. Question, have you ever been court-martialed, administratively separated, or disciplined, or have you received an other than honorable discharge while in the U.S. Armed Forces? Okay, continuing on, there's alien. Alien is not a citizen. It's a person from another country. Person from another country is an alien. Okay, the question there is number 40. Have you ever been discharged from training or service in the U.S. Armed Forces because you were an alien? Drafted. Drafted means forced by the government to join the military for a period of time. Have you ever left the United States to avoid being drafted in the U.S. Armed Forces? Exemption. Exemption is special permission not to do something. Have you ever applied for any kind of exemption from military service in the U.S. Armed Forces? Exemption. And deserted. Deserted means that you left the Army without permission. Have you ever deserted from the U.S. Armed Forces? Okay, deserted. Okay, moving on to question 44, has to do with selective service. Are you a male who lived in the United States at any time between your 18th and 26th birthdays? This does not include living in the United States as a lawful non-immigrant. Remember, a non-immigrant is a short-term visitor to a country. So if you were here on a visa, a temporary visa, you were a non-immigrant, then this does not apply to you. If you answer yes to this question, you need to make sure that you have registered for the Selective Service. If you did not register, you will need to get a status information letter. You can get that here, Selective Service. It's at sss.gov. The Selective Service is an agency of the government that requires that all male U.S. citizens register with the government within 30 days of their 18th birthday in the event of a national emergency. Foreign males between the ages of 18 and 26 living in the U.S. must also register. Okay? If you did not register, again, you will need to attach a statement explaining why you did not register, and you will also need to provide a status information letter from the Selective Service. All right, that's it for this video, nice and short. We will continue on with the fourth and final part of this series and answer questions and look at vocabulary in questions 45 through 50. All right, I'll see you next time.